Hey you guys, I'm Paige Accinelli and this is my channel. Thank you guys for coming back. I have come back today to tell you a little bit more about myself because I know as a YouTube watcher that it's really awesome when you get to know the person that you're watching and you feel like you're friends with them and you can just relate to them in a special way. That's why you watch them. So I wanted to give a video so you guys can feel like you know me better. So I am 23. I'll be 24 this year in 2018. It's crazy how you get old. It's just like depressing. Because I remember telling people I was like 19 or telling people I was 21. And I just know that that point's going to come where you tell someone your age and they're like, oh, okay. They're not like, oh, you're a baby. And it's going to be really sad. Currently, I'm living at home with my parents. I do have goals to move out. I'm not sure about living alone yet. And I'm also not sure about roommates because I'm just not. For work, I'm a pharmacy technician. I love pharmacy. I love that it helps people when you're sick and you need medicine. You go to the pharmacy, and I love that I'm that person to give it to you to make you feel better. And I know that it's always a dependable job. However, I want to do this. I love YouTube. I want to reach people and just show people that I don't have to be like everyone else. So, what else? My favorite music would have to be rap, pop, and I've been getting into like the chill music. My favorite animal is an ostrich because they're hilarious. They're like the goofiest animal on the planet and I just laugh really hard when I see them. My very first job was at Taco Bell. And a lot of people say that they'll never go back to their first job, but for me, I love it. I still do. I ain't got no shame about that. No shame. At my first job at Taco Bell, a lot happened in my life. I was a crazy teenager. The fact that I am here right now doing this is insane because I shouldn't be. And I know that sounds so cliche, but for real, I don't know where I would be. I was 15, 16. I worked there for like 2.5 years and my dad was gone overseas to Afghanistan and it was just my mom. My sister had moved out and I was given a brand new car. I had a Honda Accord. Someone call it a blessing, but really though it was not. I was wilding out. I was crazy, doing whatever I wanted. I was a pothead. So I basically worked just to do that. I really just wasn't going to get anywhere. I just did not have any goals or aspirations to do better. I know I was pretty smart, but I didn't know what to do with it. So me wilding out, I was not coming home. I was going out with people. I was hanging out with my best friend at the time and we just would go around, run the streets. I actually started drinking. And I'm talking like a 16, 17-year-old girl. And this is very common. A lot of 16, 17-year-old girls do that nowadays. I knew like part of it wasn't right. I knew that it was stressing my mom out. But I just didn't care. As a teenager, I just didn't care. She was going to be alright. I was doing what I wanted to do and I was happy. And I felt cool. So that's all that mattered at that time. So my mom started going to church. And it turns out she got baptized and she was all in for it. I didn't really know anything about it at that time because I was never home or around. I never even sat down to talk to her about anything. And whenever I did, it was her trying to get me out of the way that I was going, but I didn't want to hear it. Until one day, I came home. I think I had stayed out that night. And I got a shower, got dressed, and I was like, alright Mom, I'll see you later. I'm going out with whoever it was. And she said, no. I got your keys. Before you go out, you're going to watch this church program from our church on TV. Oh, I was so mad. I did not want to sit down. I had to go. The guy that I was hanging out with, my boyfriend, was not a good person that I got caught up with. He was controlling. He was 9 years older than me. I had to go. I literally had to go. And I really don't know what I was thinking now. It didn't seem as serious as it sounds now back then, but really it could have been a dangerous situation. Anyways, I watched it and then I left. So if you fast forward, I was kind of intrigued because I started to understand what church was about and what they were talking about, and just learning more was cool to me. I like to learn new things. My mom started asking me to go to church with her. I would go, and I was just amazed by the teaching and the pastor and how he taught. And I was just like, my eyes were just like opening, that I understood, because everyone has opened their Bible, tried to read a page, closed it, nothing changed, and you didn't understand anything you read because it's just in like foreign language. But once I was sitting in church and I was just learning these stories, it really just amazed me. So I was like, maybe this is not so bad. So once I kept going, I just kind of could feel like an awareness of what I was doing with my life and how it was going to get me absolutely nowhere. And basically I learned that no one can be perfect except for Jesus. And that's the whole thing about Jesus. You hear from Christians all the time, Jesus came here, was born, he is God's son, he was fully human, fully God, he lived perfect as we cannot, and he was killed, and he paid the price for all of our sin. That was his purpose. That's what he did for me. That's what he did for you. And I was amazed by this. I did not know how I could surrender. I didn't know how I could go for it. I didn't know what to do, really. All I know is that one day I was in my bed, I was sleeping in. As I was getting up, just regular morning, I think I was off for the day. As soon as I was waking up, I was thinking, should I give my life to him? Should I tell God I'm ready? I don't know if I am. I'm still doing bad things. I still have bad desires. I just don't know. And so as I was reaching for the doorknob, I remember it like clear as day. It said, trust in the Lord and he will see you through. And that was amazing to me because I didn't think of those words. You know, like you think in your head and you just like talk to yourself in your head. I was not thinking those words, and it was God. I know it was. That promise right there has remained true, because if I trust in God, he sees me through anything that I'm going through. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. And ever since that happened, I was like, Mom, I think I'm going to change. I'm ready to keep going to church with you. I'm ready to get baptized, and that is why I'm here. God brought me out of all the bad things I was doing. It was hard, but ever since I said yes to him, I've never been alone. I've never felt alone. He's comforted me in like serious pain. I have been blessed beyond measure. I just know that he's got great plans for me, and he can do the same thing for you, and he wants to. You just have to put your pride down. You can't do it by yourself. You just can't. It's a really assuring thing to know that when you die, you're gonna go be in paradise, and that's not paradise, that is paradise. It's gonna be amazing, and there is such thing as hell, and you won't go there, so it's gonna be awesome. On another note, because I know that may have been uncomfortable for some, a few last facts about Paige. I love Mexican food. It's my favorite food, and then Italian would be after that. And I just like food. I do a lot of things, as you can obviously tell, DIY. I made this really cool top for my birthday last year at the beach. And I'm also a really handy person. I totally get that from my dad. I do my own nails, taught myself acrylic, but the only thing with these nails is they lift a lot. I'm still working on that after like 3 years. I think it may be due to the fact that I type for a living and I'm just a typer. So I think that may be part of the reason why my nails lift. Anyways, I want you guys to leave cool comments about yourself. I am planning a video about you guys, cool facts about you and me, and just to share with everyone like what my subscribers are like. I'm just really excited to do that because I want to know these awesome facts about y'all. I love to see how everyone is different. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. I am so excited to see all these cool facts about y'all and to keep coming. Like, keep them going. I think it's going to be a thing. I'm just going to keep mentioning them because it's just going to be awesome. I can just feel it. So now can you say that you know Paige Accinelli? And it's Accinelli. Accinelli. At least you can say a little bit. Don't forget to leave me any comments or suggestions about things that you want to see, or even topics you want me to talk about, because I'm down. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I hate this bye part. I'll see y'all later. I just feel like when I say bye, it just seems so like fake, and I just don't want to be that way. So, peace. Bye.
In love with this background.
love what I feel. Oh, it's so exciting.
One of these days, that name's gonna change though. I'm single, but I'm saying one of these days.
I hope y'all have a great rest of your week.